Okay, tech fans, so 2019 is about to come to an end. Now, for some people, 2019 might have been a very successful year, but I know for many other people, especially a lot of us YouTubers, 2019 is the year where I felt like YouTube told me to bend over and grab my ankles while they stuck a fist up my butt. That's just the way I feel about it, and I think other sites are feeling this as well. Now, some sites, when the algorithm changed, got really big. Other sites went really small. And I'm going to tell you this right now. It does not matter how good of videos you make on here. It's a matter of just sometimes luck and chance. Jonathan Morrison from Tech Fast Lunch and Dinner, honestly, he makes better videos than so many people that are, have so many more numbers than him. Lou from Box Therapy, that guy's a great guy. He's at 15 million. John's only at 3 million, but I honestly think John's videos are the best on YouTube, Even Marquez makes great videos, he makes really good quality videos, but I honestly just like John's stuff. I mean, he's done a great job. And before I even go on, I have to say special thanks to my staff and Jonathan Morrison, because without them, I would not have even made it through 2019 at all. Now, I know a lot of people have said, oh, Elric, your channel's gone downhill. It's not exactly the same as it used to be. And you know what? You're right. I agree with you. I've been struggling with mental and physical health issues for the past few years really badly. I think anybody who's had their feet cut off, died in the hospital, had toxic shock syndrome, I've been really through the ringer. And probably most people in my position would have quit, rolled over, gave up, and just said, F it, and moved about their day. But I don't want to do that. I came to do this because I like to show people hardware. And I'm going to be honest with you, I'm a writer. I grew up, I wrote for PC Magazine, PC Enthusiast Magazine. I've been editor of magazines. I've done all kinds of stuff in writing, including Motherboards.org, which was the very first tech site that ever existed. So if you don't know my history and you think I'm just some old, bald, fat who just came on the scene today, you are totally wrong. You have no idea of my history, so you can kiss my rosy ass, because you have no idea. I pretty much rung in the tech industry because, look it up, Motherboards.org was the very first tech site that ever existed, and that was me, Doc Overclock. Now, I really honestly want to tell you guys that in 2020, things are going to be a little bit different. In fact, the channel might actually go down for a couple of weeks because I have to pack all my stuff and move. Now, if I'm able to stay in California, then we'll get things going faster. If I have to move back east to Kentucky where my family is, then I'll probably be down a couple of weeks because I'm gonna have to resettle, find a new camera guy, and that way we can have a camera guy film and send the stuff out to Gius, the guy who's out here in California, and he'll do the editing, but I don't exactly know what's going on. We've lost the lease on our house that we've been renting for the past 7 years. The landlord, he's a good friend of mine. He's moving back into the house. He wants to take care of his father, who's right down the street, who's actually having problems. So there's it's not like an issue of, of he's kicking me out. It's nothing like that whatsoever. He just wants to be next to his father, and I don't blame him. And honestly, my mom's 81 years old, and I'd like to be closer to my mom. So either I'm moving back east, or we're selling the property on the East Coast, and my mom's moving out here because I want to be closer to my mom as well. So in essence, maybe this move is something that honestly needs to change, because if you guys ever moved, it's stressful. It's had me stressed out. I can't sleep, crying, just oh my God, what am I gonna do? We've got so much stuff here, I know probably a lot of YouTubers, they sell everything they get on eBay. I've never really been like that. So we end up just keeping our stuff and giving it to our friends. Or you guys see we have contests almost every month where I'm giving headphones and this and mice away. We try to give away, honestly, everything but the stuff that we actually use. So CPUs, video cards, stuff like that we're going to be using for testing, we hold that stuff always in the house. You know what I mean? But mice, keyboards, any of that stuff, I have no problem, you guys know, with giving you guys that stuff. Now, another thing that happened is Anthony Reynolds, the guy who built the Red Dawn system back on Motherboards.org. You guys have followed the channel, the Red Dawn was an awesome build before anybody was doing these crazy builds they're doing nowadays. We were actually ahead of the curve. Well, two things happened. Anthony got a promotion at his company and now works 50 hours a week. Okay, you work 50 hours a week, doesn't give you much time to build systems, right? And then on the other coin, excuse me, getting a little froggy there, I got sick. So I got sick. We actually lost our old lease 7 years ago, right when all this stuff actually started happening, no time. So we have no time, no nothing. So everything has really changed. Hoping we're going to get back and do a different thing in 2020, find some different directions to go. But for those people, you know, who are strictly looking for one particular thing on my channel, I'm sorry, but you know, everybody changes. I'm getting a lot older. I'm probably the oldest YouTuber really that exists in the tech industry. I'm 56 years old. I don't really know, you know, how many other people out there, how old they're doing, but I'm not really seeing too many guys my age doing YouTube. They've moved on to either Intel or somebody else. Maybe I should do the same. I've actually, you know, asked for a job at ASUS and NVIDIA, so who knows? Even maybe myself pretty soon will move past YouTube onto something else. But for now, we're still here. Happy New Year to everybody out there. Like I said yesterday, welcome to the world of 2020, and we'll see you guys here on the channel. Peace.